And people, we are back and we are live. Did you just get finished watching the challenge Ride or Die? Because if you didn't, you ain't riding, you ain't dying with us here on Unpop Review Entertainment as we talk about MTV's The Challenge Ride or Die. And as always, I was start off by saying, hey, Fessel, fuck you. But other than that, my name is Mike Knoxxx. I spell my name with 3 X's because, frankly, I'm not afraid to say, hey, Fessy. Come at me, messy Fessy. And as always, we're joined by Mariah, Amber, defender, Miss Captain Shay. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. I'm sad that we lost someone who's really funny, but I'm excited to review.
And also join us, the Grand Poobah, aka the Grand Rookie Champion. You know who he is, the face, the ass of UPRE, and 4-time winner of the UPREs. Mr. Jack Pack and the Jack Packers. What's going on, Captain Jack?
What can I say? I'm great. You know, earlier today, the executive consultant called me today, and he said, I have a job, something. I said, it's not my job. And he said, then what's your title? I said, I'm the best. So I'm great. And I am the best. But hi, I'm ready to review the challenge. I took some notes about this. I thought this was a fun episode. So why don't you lead the way, guy with 3X?
Well, when you say the best, it makes me want to start singing a song. You know, you're the best around.
Oh God, what a great song. You know whose entrance music that was in New Japan?
No, who?
Oh my God, Finn Balor.
Oh, that was okay.
What a coinky
See, I was so thinking of like just where it came from, you know, Karate Kid.
I was thinking about the actual artist. I didn't know Prince Devitt sung this song.
I'm just saying, Japan is a big buzz. I'm just saying, it came to my mind.
Well, listen, you can bank on I'm the CEO tonight. So,
see what you did there. Good stuff.
With that being said, we had today's episode of the Challenge MTV Ride or Die. It's one of my favorite episodes of the season. Why? Because we get to listen to TJ's laugh.
I can't.
He has a magical laugh.
when he's laughing like this, it's just flat out hilarious. I'm gonna start with you, Grand Rookie Champion. You got to see what Mariah Defender and I always knew was going to happen. That was somebody throwing up from what they had to drink. What do you think about the challenge this week?
I loved it, and why I loved it because it gave me that fear factor feel. So the first challenge, right, when they start doing the hey, you have to aim this thing at a target and stuff, right? Boom. And not target the store. It's a great store, by the way. You got to aim at this thing. So when he said you have to drink out of that, I said, oh, they're not drinking to get drunk. That's like cow piss, mouse brain, maybe a dog throw up. I don't know because I don't know. And the way TJ was laughing,
roach legs, cockroach legs.
Yeah, it could have been a water bug's wing. One of Nick Cannon something. Yeah, it could have been really.
Well, Nick Cannon sperm. Nobody's going to get pregnant, so you're good.
We don't know that. This is going to be quite frank. We don't have the science to prove that. But I really. What was you going to say, Mariah?
Amber? I'm just laughing. You guys are funny.
And that's why I won, and I'm going to win again this year.
Oh, it is 2023 already, isn't it? Okay, we got a whole 12 more months to go. I bet I've ever been funnier, so just go ahead. I won't even try that one. So
thank you. I'm glad you didn't, but I did love this challenge. Just to get back on point, it was some really good stuff. It was cool that they mentioned a throwback for Fessy when they were saying for double agents how he failed, and that like he really like when he when they said like he really like this is a so I'm not finding the words, but like. He had to go back. It's almost full circle. Hey, this is a double agent here. Let's do this again here, knowing that this is not his thing. And poor Fessy, not a fan of Fessy at all. He seemed like a scumbag. I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see it too. I don't trust people with bad skin. He tried. But I do want to say real quick, and I'll give the floor. This challenge. There's a lot of other challenges, and I'll let you guys take the floor. I just want to say Devin has become a fave of mine. He's taken over the lead and leading this team. There's a lot of other good people. I'm pretty sure I saw you roll your eyes. I feel like you're going to say something that he done wrong. And listen, we can't do everything right in the world. Some people don't know how to open a jar of jelly. I just think I should throw that out there. But he was leading this team when Jordan was just messing up which he does. I think that's his gimmick. He was messing up. He said, "Hey, how about you do this?" And, and as he did it, it was working. And I had to say, Devin, you are the man. I'm on Big D. That's his name. Big D led the way. Good job, Delvin. Delvin fan over here. I might have to be Delvin representative.
Well,
that might be my new name.
It's Devin.
Devin!
I was fighting for my life, just waiting for him to finish. So I could be like, "It's Devin."
That's why I'm just gonna call him Big D. Just call him Big D.
Well, a couple.
Well, actually,
go ahead.
I can just interject really quick. I've been rewatching the old seasons, even though I kind of already knew this in general. But Big D is actually for Jarrell, and also sometimes for Derek.
Yeah.
But I will allow you to call Devin.
Well, he's a rookie. Well, he knows not know what he wants.
I appreciate the permission. I didn't know I had to get a permission slip to do this. I didn't know before I got on the yellow school bus. Huh?
Did you get it signed?
Oh, from what I'm understanding, she signed it for me. So thank you. Okay. So now I can get on the school bus with my little lunch and enjoy the museum. Thank you.
Lunchables. No Lunchables allowed.
Lunchables are great. Don't give me the one with ham. It's going to be a bad scenery.
Okay. Well, the one thing I want to tell you, we talked about, I think, one of your first episodes when you joined us, was how Fasil just quit on that season, and they had a chance. Him and Casey, and he just wouldn't do it. Like, he was just like, we already lost, I'm not gonna. And that was one of the beginning stages of me actually not liking the guy, because this challenge, as you heard me say before, when it came to Leo Rush, know what you're getting yourself into. For sure. And the one thing about this show that TJ admires, the other competitors admire, is that you try. Yeah. And he didn't even try to take the stuff. He was like, I already lost, so fuck it. I'm not going to drink it. You know what I mean? So tonight it came full circle. Yeah, you have to do it. Right. You know what I mean? So it was just funny. And TJ's laugh has got to be one of the most orgasmic laughs one can have. He legitimately thinks that this shit's hilarious. No, he does this. And that's what I love about that. Amber, Mariah Defender, your take on this episode, because it had an awful lot. And like you said, that challenge with the first of all, that was damn near impossible to even hit that bullseye like that. I thought that was impossible. And then Devin volunteering to do the puzzle and then not win the puzzle. You know what I mean? That was like, oh, come on, Devin. But I never thought it was a good idea for Jordan to go in that holding the pole challenge. And my wife looked at me like I was crazy. And I'm not being offensive towards handicap. I just, we know he has a handicap. You know what I mean? How's he supposed to hold the pole with 7 fingers? Right. So that's all I'm asking. Like, he can't do it. So I thought that it should have been Horacio that went. I think Horacio's stronger than him. And it should have just been him to do that challenge and not Jordan in that fence. But Jordan's one of those guys, that I can relate to, that thinks we can do all things, not some things. You know what I mean? And so for that, that one kind of held him back in that one. But Mariah, Amber Defender, I'm curious about the name tonight, besides the fact that I hate Nani. I was sitting here in the background screaming, fuck you, Nani.
Oh, my God.
The entire show. I've never liked Nani since Vegas. She was an idiot for the boy. You know what I'm talking about? She was just a moron. Every time I see her, she's still a moron. Okay, the coolest she has been this relationship that she's had with Casey. And even then, I think she's a moron. Okay, but I digress.
So, I mean, my thoughts on the whole episode, I really enjoyed.
She's a moron. She's a moron. My wife's defending her.
We will come back to that. But I will say, I felt like this whole thing was like a mini final. Like, it felt like so much was going on. And I felt like since they've kind of dwindled down the numbers, that it's been a lot of like really long dailies, longer than usual. Which I'm not mad at, but I mean, it's just.
That could be editing. I thought the same thing. You know what I mean? For time constraints, as they would say. If you wake up in the middle of the night and watch ESPN, for the benefit of those with time photography, we're going to fast forward, It
could be that. That's true as well. Editing is quite good. But yeah, no, this was I like this episode a lot. I'm very sad for Mariah. But girl,
what you said about that you couldn't spell?
What I would do if I was her, write devotion down 12 times on a mat, put that bitch on my door, and just every day, just remember.
It was an honest mistake. I couldn't have done it. My wife laughed at me because I'm watching it, right? And I'm cheating, right? She didn't know this, so I told her to. I was like, yeah, that's friendship. And she was like, yeah, baby. And I was like, actually saw them put the word up there first. She was like, you're not even trying. I said, nah. As soon as they showed the challenge, I said, okay, my memory sucks and I can't spell. I'm just not gonna. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I would be a first boot as well. Like it would be bad. Like honestly.
I mean, just today, as far as television is concerned, first on General Hospital, they killed Britt off the show, and then Josh becomes a skank like her mama. Yes, if you know anything about General Hospital, Carly Corinthos, now Carly, the hell I changed her name too, just like her mother, she came through town being very promiscuous, and now her daughter's being promiscuous too.
Oh, so it runs in the family.
It runs in the family. Oh, and okay. I got to talk to the executive consultant and one of my friends, and I think it's funny that when I post these things, only people respond as guys, right? So it's like, yeah, so I'm not alone here watching General Hospital. So that's how I felt today. Like, first that, and then I get this. You know what I mean? I just don't like Nani. I just can't stand her.
What did she do? Oh, well, you said you didn't like her from a previous season. No, I was laughing at something else, but you don't like her from a previous season.
No, I mean, to me, it's hard to like. I don't know. I don't like any person on this show that uses their longevity as a reason not to do something. That just always bothers me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she's a rookie, so she got to. So what? She's a rookie. She's been competing, and she's honestly a better competitor, at least in my eyes. You know what I mean? I know my glasses over here, but I don't need glasses to watch TV. She's a better competitor than Nani is.
I'm glad to know that, Mike.
As far as I'm concerned, you know what I mean? She's younger. She's more athletic, and and every time I watch Mariah though, and I watch Fessy's interaction, all I think about is Mariah Amber Defender saying, Fessy just said, okay, who's on my Instagram? Okay, she's in shape. Oh, and she's cute. Oh, there she go. He just picked out of a lineup because clearly, you know what I mean? Even Bananas in the confessional saying, like, Fessol. You know what? I didn't want to call him Fessy because that means that we like him because that's a nickname. I'm going to call him Faisal. Fazol. If I'm pronouncing his name wrong, who cares? Okay. He's a class A jackass.
Oh, well, now his name is Jackass. Okay.
Okay, no, Fessel, Jackass. It's not. This is not Josh. I call Josh dumbass. Okay.
I just want to know your list of ass because it's dumbass, jackass. Like, what's the next ass? Like,
that's pretty much the only asses you can be. That's the big asses there is dumbass and jackass. And dumbass is at the top of the list, which is Josh. Then there's jackass, which is Fessel. So I mean, after that, you just become a douche.
No. Nelson also confirmed he did a podcast this week that is exactly what Fessel did to find Mariah. So yeah.
Are you serious?
Hilarious.
He found...
That is funny.
I'm serious. Yeah.
Okay, we need to get these guys to get kicked off on the show.
Good, like she was fit and that she was easy to get along with. That was what he said.
Well, until she started having the mind for herself, and then he started sitting there saying, I like in the earliest scene. I don't like it, but it was hilarious because he was so offended that she didn't. So I'm assuming she just don't understand how this game works. When it comes to the voting and we said like a burn vote or something like that. Yeah, it's a burn vote. You're supposed to know that, dude. And now hearing the backstory about you picked her off from Instagram, dude. She's on Instagram. She don't know how this stuff works. She don't know what a burn vote is.
Even Anissa,
I know I would go to the doctor for hearing
my wife pointed out. Even Anissa said she's a rookie. Mm-hmm. Rookies don't know it because in her mind, I didn't say your name, so. Right.
She didn't do any harm.
Yeah, she kind of did harm, but she didn't know she was doing harm.
Yeah, she didn't. That's my point. Yeah. She had no idea what she was doing. She was like, "Oh, I'm protecting Fessel," not realizing, "Oh, that was harming Fessel." And him and his bad acne was offended.
He does not.
It's horrible.
Bad intentions versus good intentions. Like her intentions were not bad.
No pill.
But it happened. Right. His intentions are always bad when it comes to her. Hate it.
Well, I want to know why we defending Mariah and Amber before we get into the pit, or they call it the zone. But we changed that and call it the pit around here.
The defending for Mariah was mostly because of Fessy and his
being a dumbass
baby. He's an entitled baby. He just thinks things are supposed to happen for him, and people are supposed to whip out the red carpet, and he's supposed to just put out the welcome mat for them. It's ridiculous. Seriously.
That's too many mats. I'm just gotta throw it out there. This guy is some guy. Red carpet and welcome. Go fuck yourself.
Only man I claim is Morgan. So I like
What?
Matt Morgan.
Oh,
He's like a
He's like 7 feet tall. I think he's still growing.
I remember him.
he's something out here in Florida.
Wasn't he
voted
like
for.
vice president? I remember hearing like he ran for something political, right?
Yeah, He's some kind of
country.
office out here, like
Okay. Yeah.
not Senate, but like alderman or it was something. I don't know.
He should be like guarding the NXT parking lot. That's what he should be doing.
That's what he should be going. Yeah, They do need some help out there.
But they got dijacked. They got dijacked.
The line is whacking in NXT. They make you wait outside for like 3 hours before you get inside.
Oh, see, you was thinking about that for the parking lot. I was talking about people getting hurt in the parking lot, but I understand where you're coming from. But carry on. I'm sorry. It was an NXT joke.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And why we defending Amber?
Oh, Amber, just because Anissa annoyed the life out of me. Because, girl, don't be mad because nobody wants to have the camera on you. Yes, okay, it's a hard decision for her. She really likes Nani. And also, if she picks it, she's going home. It's an emotional decision. Don't be mad. Anissa has been weird towards Amber since, like, Amber came from the last time. I don't understand her issue with her. It's very weird.
You know her issue.
I don't want to get into it.
She wants her. She wants her.
Wait,
That's what it is. Anissa wants
Crying,
Amber.
not that. Ah!
Okay.
I had no. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna turn the
Anissa
paper.
Anissa at the term is bisexual.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so Anissa wants Amber. It's plain to see.
I mean, Amber's stunning, so I get it.
Yeah,
But
she's pretty.
girl.
She's very, very pretty. I did think, because I did agree with Anissa for a minute because I was like, yeah, this is too emotional. But when you break it down, like, yeah, this is my friend, and what am I gonna do? You're conflicted. I can understand that. But from watching, and this is just coming from a guy who's watching one season, I threw up a little bit.
Oh, for God's sake.
Was it in your mouth or in the bucket?
I like to protect my teeth, Mike.
Okay, so in the bucket. Good.
Yeah, I have a bucket right on the side. Yep, absolutely. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go change it. Be right back.
I've hung with you in Texas. You did not throw up, by the way. Okay?
Because I don't like to show myself I don't like to show myself being flawed.
I want to say it here live on air. You're the best ride or die WrestleMania partner a guy could have.
Hey!
Okay? We were hanging out. We were partying. They were like, "You look at Jack over there asleep." I said, "No, he ain't. I got him." I said, "Jack, you ready?" You said, "Yeah." I said, "Let's go." I gave him the hand. He came on up, and we were partying again. It was that simple. Okay.
Yeah, it was the most terrifying thing in my life. Yep.
No,
But it was such a good time, and hope to do it
the
again.
alarm that went off that you didn't wake up from was the most terrifying.
Yeah, Mike, because you guys took me out, Lord. It was a funny story. He didn't tell the guy. He didn't tell everyone that he tripped over someone's suitcase when he was trying to go back to his bed. It was hilarious. It was such a terrible night. This was not supposed to be on air, but it's on air. But yeah, it was a fun night, and hopefully we can do it again. But I thought this episode was fun. Seeing Mariah go out, and I think she went out in such class. That challenge once again. And I missed a little part of it because I had to step away for a minute. But when I learned, oh my God, words. When I learned that it was spelling, I said, yesterday we did a show. It was fun. It was great. Check us out on the NXT show. Boom. But someone challenged me and Cap to a spelling bee test, a spelling bee. And I said no, because I cheated on my 4th grade spelling test. So I know I'm not equipped for this kind of challenge. And I told that person he's 5'7" and can't reach the top of his refrigerator.
He's 5'7". Real men, if you're not at least 6 foot tall in a man. No offense, Jack. I know you're still grown.
I'm 5'11". How dare you?
Oh, I said 6 feet. That's not 6
Well,
feet.
okay. Okay, Jolly Green Giant. Oh, look, I'm so tall. I can't stand people who pick on people's height. Grow up.
I didn't pick. Listen, I'm sorry if they stopped me in the grocery store to help people reach stuff on the top shelf. That's not my fault.
Hey, Mike, you want to do a jumping rope contest?
Oh, I can jump some rope. Don't let these two bad knees fool you. I can double dutch. Can you turn double dutch, Jack? Can you turn double dutch?
She has something in her hand. What is that, Cat?
I broke my tail on my onesie. I'm so upset.
See what you did, Mike?
I didn't do that. She didn't want to.
How'd you break your onesie?
Now she can play pin to tell on the suit.
Damn, that was good. You might be a contender for funny social. Yeah, that was damn good.
Shut up. No, you shut up.
I like Mariah. What I will say is I really like Mariah because she's so easygoing. She's so chill. She doesn't like cry too much, which I don't see any issue with crying. Obviously, sometimes you want to cry.
I do want to say. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'll finish. But basically, it's just kind of like be cool, have a good time. Like, she's just a breath of fresh air. She's very, she seems like a fun time. I like her.
There was a few things I want to piggyback on something you, as you were talking about Mariah, because even when she was in the confessional or whatever it's called, she was pretty much like, "Look, you're gonna do whatever you want." And once again, I like that kind of attitude where you're just like, "I'm not gonna beg."
Yeah,
I just appreciate that so much because people be like, "No, please, not me."
because she's a rookie.
Yeah, she was just like, "I'm gonna go for it," and she took it head on, and she's a champ. And that. And you mentioned about crying. There was this part where, and I love this about Chauncey and Amber. They had this moment and he felt like he let her down. I know it's conflict.
That was so cute.
Mike, are you crying?
Oh no, yo, I'm just like
I can't. This is
What?
I don't know.
I was like, dude, stop fucking crying. Like, because here's the thing, right? Like, you go back a week ago when Amber said, "Hey, we're both here. We're both trying," right? It's a competition, and I don't like where they show them saying, "Hey, it's a competition. We're gonna do the best we can do, and then from there we move on," right? And then they're like, "Pick up the phone now," right? And then a week later, you do the best you can do, so you win it, and you're like, "Oh, I might just send my girl home." Like, that's the.
But you know what? But you know what? For that, like, right? They had that conversation, but I think it's still. The one thing I'm understanding about the show a little bit, and I feel like I contradict myself about, "Oh, that's so emotional," and this and that. But he was conflicted. Like, yo, that's my girl. And I don't want to I want to protect her, but at the same time, I want to still protect myself. And it's conflicted. It's like, I want to win, but I want her to win. I want us to win. It's conflicting. It's balling. That's my girl. I'm trying to protect her. I get that mindset. And when he cried, because I cried. And I'm not going to laugh at a man he cries.
Can we all cry together?
Oh, shut up. You just laughed at him for crying.
And we cry together. I like that song.
Oh, that was about, well, I know Ja Rule's song. I know.
That's all, bro. I knew that Ja Rule's part.
Yeah, that's all I knew.
That's all that matters.
I remember when the video started crying, I thought I was watching the open for Fire Island.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm on fire tonight.
I'm gonna need you to watch One Tree Hill.
Oh my God!
She had me watch
so many One Tree Hill songs tonight. I was literally in heaven. That's another thing I wanted to say.
Oh, that's why my ears were bleeding.
We know. I'm sorry.
She had me watch one episode, so I've seen One Tree Hill.
If you're gonna see One Tree, you need to watch the greatest episode ever.
Which one's that?
When the guy was talking trash in the gym against Nathan, and Nathan stepped to that free throw line and looked at that man like this and shot that free throw in the bucket without even looking at the free throw.
Just to make sure I got
the moment in Nathan's career on the show.
That was so good.
I love that part. It's one of the greatest parts ever. Sorry, it's off topic, but
it was a really good scene, and I remember the song "Unsatisfied" was playing.
That's some damn good memory.
That's how
because I'm very unsatisfied with what's going on.
Well, let's go ahead. The Adam Cole no baby, because we ain't seen that man like a year.
I hope we do see him again.
But we got the final. We see Mariah gets sent home because they were. I think it was funny how they brought out TJ's wife, which I've never seen TJ's wife on the show other than I watched MTV Cribs, so I got to see her because I watch MTV Cribs, and they showed her. Other than that, he brought her out. But it's like I had a flashback of when it was Ninja Warrior versus Laurel, and they didn't understand the rules because he clearly said when you're done, hit the button, but they were like check. I said check first. I said check first. And it's like, well, hit the button. You know what I mean? So then you hit the button and you're talking trash. I hit it first. Oh yeah, I fucked up. I spelled it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, that was funny. That was so funny. But I feel like Mariah is just a very unserious person in the best way possible. She cracks me up, and she takes everything as a joke.
I was gonna ask you that. Like, how do you take? To me, I think she takes. Like, even when TJ brought her back and said, "Hey, I told you, we live or die by our ride or die." She's like, "Oh, okay. Are you lying? No. Oh, you're serious. Okay, great. Oh, that's cool. Like it's so like I don't even want to be here anymore. But I'm gonna say this because the cameras are in front of me. That's how I took it from Mariah. Like I think she's ready to go.
I feel like her humor. Okay, do you know the actress Aubrey Plaza?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It reminds me of her, like in her humor. It's so like very just.
It's like she doesn't try, but it just flows.
Care, but she does.
Mhm.
Like it's just. Yeah,
What did RB play in? I'm just.
She was in.
Rex, Parks and Rec.
Yeah, she was in that. I was gonna say she was in Scott Pilgrim because that's kind of she had a small.
I love Scott Pilgrim. Okay.
Mhm.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, you like that? Okay, cool. Hey, we should do that as a movie review because I don't think it's been done.
If we do that, you got to do Nick and Nora infamous playlist.
I never watched that one. I should though.
That is one of my favorite movies. Nick and Nora's.
I will do it. I am here on.
Power.
I am here on Entertainment to Entertain, so I will check these things out. Hey, Cassandra, thanks for tuning in. Oh, she came back because I thought that was the 5 o'clock one. Hi, Cassandra. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this review. But I will be down for Nick and Jonah's playlist.
Nick and Nora's infamous playlist.
Who's Nora?
Nora is the chick from Thor.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Two Broke Girls.
Yeah. I remember this movie actually. Yeah. And the guy who plays is Scott Pilgrim, right?
Yes.
The actual guy.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember. I never seen the movie.
From Juno.
And he's from Juno. Yeah. I would be open to do that movie. We can actually make a schedule about that. I would be down to do it. I'm down for some Scott Pilgrim. I'm down to do stuff for entertainment. I did what was that movie? It rained. I forgot what it is. The Notebook. So I'm here to stay and do stuff here at UPR Entertainment because I'm the best.
Who's gonna be reviewing Vacation Friends? I saw that.
That's
that
mine.
Was so funny.
Do you want to join? We need a four.
See, when are you gonna? You know what? This is not the wrong direction.
we're talking like 3 more minutes. So your final thoughts, Mariah Amber Defender.
I really would love to see Mariah back. I think she's really funny, very unserious. That's my type of character. I love that. I'm happy for Nani. You know, this has been long. This has been a long journey. I think she's on the 12th season. She really wants to get that win. And I really, to some extent, I want her to get that win. I want her to have that closure because then she would stop coming back. Is that what you want? That is what you want.
I'd rather her lose every single time and come back for season 27.
Oh my
her win
God.
one. Okay?
Do you think that though, really?
Yeah, I want to see Leon come back and do something. I said Leon, that's not his name. I said his name wrong.
Leroy?
Leroy, thank you.
Okay.
I heard from good authority he's probably going to be on All Stars.
I take it.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a new baby with him and Killer Ken because and I'm never gonna get Jenna back because she just had another baby with Zach, so she's never gonna come back to the show. I mean, she just keep having babies.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you have babies, Mike.
Babies, but I do miss her.
Well, if you know the story, Grand Poobah rookie champion, Jenna chased Zach for years.
Oh,
and some would say why you kept chasing Zach, and then
that's
now
true.
They're married and babies. So.
Oh, I love stuff like that.
You need to watch the season.
Hold on, did somebody?
Can you stop giving me homework?
While we're not watching AEW because we have DVR. Is why we're not.
Why did you do that?
No, because your response to their thing is way too positive for what we have seen.
Oh, so it's bad? Oh, so for me not to watch? Boo!
Watch it in real time, and then you come back and tell me if you're gonna say, "Oh."
I don't have the sources to watch this.
The sources.
The sources.
That was definitely a New York accent.
Yeah, I was born in Brooklyn, Michael.
Side note. Just like from being Philadelphia, when somebody says, "Oh, we got Philadelphia cheesesteaks," every place that says Chinese, New York Chinese food is not from New York. Okay, that's the most disgusting Chinese food. Baby, what's the name of that place? I'm gonna call them out on there.
I get the fries sometime if I'm feeling.
I want to tell these people
from where. What are we talking about?
You can't get fried chicken and wings and shrimp fried rice. You're a bad restaurant. You're a bad. It's not hard to make chicken wings and shrimp fried rice. It just ain't hard. Okay, and if you don't have a little egg in there, it don't even count. Gotta have a little egg in there.
I love the egg when they like mix it in.
Yeah, gotta have a little egg in there.
That's like fried vegetarian. Like.
So your final thoughts, Grand Rookie Champion.
I thought this episode was great. I had a good time watching it. I always really enjoy the challenges that happen. So I thought that the challenge was great. I know we didn't break down everything from the site, the puzzle, and all that stuff, but it was great. And Mariah being sent home, hopefully she does come back. I like Mariah, but at the same time, if Fessy went through the door, I would say lock it and make sure that we don't let him and the raccoons come in.
Well, I think that's going to happen next week. If that's what the previews kind of was leaning towards because he said that. Am I right here, Mariah Defender? Captain C, like next week, those guys who are in that house are going to come back next week, get a chance to get back into the game. So we know that. Damn, what's her name?
Who?
Casey's brother's there.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, and we know that now Mariah's in there. There's one more. I'm missing somebody who else is in the house.
No, because Nelson and Nerys.
Yes, there's only those two.
Yeah.
So those two are only one in there. So that's gonna be kind of interesting. I'm just gonna pit them against whoever loses next week. So I think we're getting after the nitty gritty of coming close up on the finals. So now it's all about to start coming to a head. So I'm ready to get to. I looked at it today. I was like, damn, this has really been a long season. Right? It's like sometimes it doesn't seem that long because I'm so used to watching weekly episodic television. But I looked up and I was like, damn, this has been a very long season. So a lot to still to go. I think we're about like maybe 4 or 5 episodes before it concludes itself. So I'm excited to see where this goes. And next week, yet again, Jordan. And again, I repeat, I do not negotiate with terrorists. The greatest line to me in challenge history, the way he came at Tori. Don't like you either, Tori. And I checked it out. That is not a mole. That is a pimple.
How could it have been there for all these years? It has been
because
there
people get pimples in certain places all the time. When I used to get pimples all the time, I got them on my nose.
When did you check it out?
I went back. I looked at her. I went back and seen her in what's the one with the dating show? Did they come from?
Let's see. I have one of those. See, it grows and it could come at any point in your life.
Right. That's not a mole.
It's like
that's a pimple. Moles don't come and go.
It could be a keloid as well.
Okay. On that note,
I have one as a dot. I have a dot keloid. Okay.
You tell Auntie I said hi. Okay. And guys, we'll be back next week for the Ride or Die. The Challenge MTV. You just keep riding and dying with us, and we're gonna keep riding and dying with you. So listen, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. I am Mike Knoxxx, the Tribal Chief of Staff. That is the Grand Poobah Rookie Champion and 4-time UPREs of the world, along with she's a 4-timer as well.
She's my partner. We kicked ass.
Hey, I won an award. I got one.
Yeah, I was right there on stage, Rich. I was right there too on stage, Mike. Yeah, you voted for him?
No, you because we're gonna talk about that off air. He cheated. Okay, he cheated.
I'm sorry that you didn't listen to one Eddie Guerrero lie, cheat, and steal.
He did a burn vote. He did a burn vote on purpose.
Okay, Fessel.
Okay, Rookie, you might make it in the challenge house with your burn votes and switch your vote ass. Okay, I like that. Yeah.
We out here, y'all. Peace.